Hey guys, so we are on Thursday. I didn't do a video diary yesterday because quite frankly I just felt utter rubbish, but seemed to be a lot more positive today. I think it was just one of those things that came on and has passed. I took steps yesterday, I didn't switch my phone off, but I turned off all my social media. I did my work that I had to do in the morning, turned off all my social media notifications, and I literally just had a day of meditation, relaxation, and then I went for a massive big stomp with the boys and Norman, and we got Ian's mum's dog, Roxy, and we took her up to Bradford to see Chloe. And then we went to the football yesterday. Wasn't the best of results. It was 5-2, but again, so proud of my boys. Patrick, he just doesn't look out of place, and it's hard to think that he's only 16. Like, I look at him playing with some of the boys who've been there for years, and he's just slotted right in. And again, I think it all boils down to having that passion and desire from when he was 3 years of age, and I could take some inspiration from him actually. It's having that passion and desire from when he was 3 years of age. Like, all he's ever wanted to do is play senior football for Russian, and he spent hours upon hours. If he wasn't sleeping when he was a kid, we used to have a nest of tables with a fish tank on it in the front room, and he had this tiny little ball, which I don't know whether it was a dog toy or something, but it was a tiny little like foam ball, and he spent hours practicing from the other side of the room, just trying to get it into this little, trying to shoot into this little nest of tables. I mean, there were times when it hit the did hit the fish tank and the poor fish nearly went, but you know, and it's like I was saying to Ian last night, he had one thing on his mind from when he was 3-4 years of age, that he was always going to play senior football for Russian. He was never going to leave the club. It's the club he's always played for, even when there was times when it didn't look like they'd have an under 14s, under 15s, under 16 side. He said no. He said, I'll just go and train at the seniors until I'm 16, because he just didn't want to play for another club. And that is just, it's nice to know that I've raised a child with so much loyalty and determination. And I'm really, really proud of how both boys have slotted into the side. It's just a bit weird for me because, like, I know I'm sort of going off in a tangent here. I'm supposed to be talking about my mental health, but it's really, really strange for me seeing my boys play football with P, Moods. I mean, Ted Pepper was playing last night, and these are people that I've known since before the kids were born, and watching my two boys play football with them now on the same team, like Bullet, who's their manager, Ryan Crawley, who else, even Dean Kearns, like, he's been at Russian for a good few years, and you know, the boys have watched him play. Why have I eaten something yellow? Oh, it was chili. Sorry, that was a bit gross, but that's what you get when you get me on a good day. I'm a little bit, and this morning, right, this is probably why I'm a little bit on a tangent and on a little bit of a high this morning. When I was taking my supplements this morning, I was half asleep. I hadn't had my coffee yet, and for some reason, instead of like whacking them into a smoothie, which I usually do in the daytime for lunch, or pop them in a bowl of porridge, I just thought, you know what, I'm faffing about down here, I'm just going to shot them today. So without thinking, I just grabbed my 2 Life cordials out of the fridge. Didn't look, just, I did my shot of body, that was fine. And then I did what I thought was a shot of soul, and even as I was pouring it out, I was looking at the bottle. It was saying mind, but I was just in my own little world, and I was sort of thinking ahead of things I have to do today. And I was looking at it going, oh mind, I've not had this for a while, and it still didn't register with me that I was actually pouring a shot of mind and not a shot of soul. I mean, it's not biggie. And then I looked at it and I went, that's the same colour as mind. And I looked at the bottle again in my hand, and I went, no, that's definitely not soul. And I'm still looking at the bottle going, yeah, it says mind. Of course you knew it wasn't soul. So yeah, that should be interesting, because I'm about to go pick Evan up from work because we've had a whole car scenario overnight. Oh God, that was just that could have set me into a spiral. I think if I hadn't had a little meltdown yesterday, the whole car scenario, Ian's car's not great. James's car, that's Chloe's boyfriend, his car's off the road at the moment, so he's using Chloe's car. So I therefore have no car because Evan uses my car and I use Chloe's car. And it's like, well, I don't really need a car, so, you know, it's okay. So it's like, yeah, I think if I hadn't had a little mini meltdown yesterday, I think the whole car scenario would have finished me off last night. It would have just gone, ah. But yeah, because something happened with the alternator belt on Evan's car last night, which is actually my car. So that's Ian's limped that into work this morning to try and get fixed. So yeah, today I feel like I've hit my dip and I've hit my lowest of my low, and I'm coming back out. And again, it's not just been something that's righted itself. I've had to do a lot of meditation. I've had to do a lot of coping techniques. There's like been lots of different things. So it's not just a case of sitting, waiting, riding it out for my mood to stop. I've had to be proactive and do things. And even though I haven't really felt like doing things that are going to make myself feel a lot better, I've had to do them because I know if I don't, then and I sit there thinking, oh, it's going to go away soon, it's going to go away soon, it's going to go away soon, and I'll just let it fester and fester and fester and build up, and I'll feel a lot more worse. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today, and I definitely think that shot of mind helped. But I know we're not supposed to take mind and soul together because they counteract each other, so it's a bit pointless. But I will have soul tonight because it just calms you down, so I'll have that before bed. So it's just basically mind to lamp me up today, and then I'll go a little bit sleepy tonight. But I hope that hasn't been too waffly and rambly. But yeah, I'm feeling better, and I'm just about to go out and get Evan from work and go to ShopRite. And it's the first time I've actually felt like I can go to the shops. I don't have to force myself. It's like I can go and do something, and I'm not going to freak out about what if someone talks to me and then I've got to make conversation with them and I don't feel like, I know, what if they know like that I'm a little bit spaced out on my medication, and all that's gone. It's all completely gone. But again, as I say, it's been getting out for fresh air, doing those proactive things that when you feel an anxious mood or a panic attack or something like that coming on, it's like spotting those signs and being able to go, right, stop what I'm doing. I know what I need to do. I need to remove myself from certain situations at this present moment in time. I need to go and do my 40-minute relaxation meditation, and then I'll come back and face it. And it has been that, and I've not been as active in my business or on social media as much as I've wanted to the past 3 months. But you know, I have to heal myself, and that's another thing I sort of wanted to touch on with from a business point of view. Like, that's one thing Charlie and Natasha instill into us, that we don't have to be working 24/7, and if we work along these simple systems that are in place and we keep building that momentum, and a little bit of work every day, a little bit of work consistently amounts to a massive big compound effect later on. And it's been fabulous because I have had to take my foot off the gas, and all that hard work I'd done in January, well, basically since September, since I finished working for Chris and Debs. And it's all those little bits of hard work that have allowed my business to keep ticking over nicely while I have had to take a more sort of less active role, should I say. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful for that. And another thing that's definitely helped is my gratitude journal. Like I now do a gratitude journal every day, and I've got to, every morning before I even get out of bed, I reach for my gratitude journal. I write 3 things down that I'm grateful for, and then I set about my merry little way on the day. So that's just a little bit of a tip. I have to go because the weather is pretty shit today, and I need to go and pick Evan up from work, even though he's not got a car. I've got Ian's car. See, I've ended up at Ian's car today. It's so funny. big massive car swap, but that's another point. But I'm going to let you all go, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Thursday, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.